Hello everybody, this is group 5. Hello everybody, this is group 5. Next, I will introduce you to the ROP Bank Service Operation System and how to optimize it. This is our report content. First one is Bank Service Process Analysis. Second is the theoretical basis of optimizing process. Question 1, question 2, and discussing and critical thinking. The last one is conclusion. Firstly, in order to clearly describe the entire service process, we have drawn the IDEF0 diagram. A0, based on the background information of the assignment, we can know that this is a service process that helps customer to create a new account. The final output is new documents and cards. In the whole service system, there are a total of 3 control factors, which are customer inquiry, mandatory data fields, and the transfer schedule. The entire service process is carried out by 3 main departments, which are Customer Service Office, Regional Intermediate Processing Office, and Head Office. The only information input from outside the system is client information obtained from the local critical agency. A0. From the A0 diagram, we can see that the whole service process is divided into 3 main sections. The first is a customer submit an application for account opening in the customer service office. The second process is to process the application information at the regional intermediate processing office. The last process is to create a new account at the head office. As for the specific process in the A1, A2, A3 diagram, they will only be shown in this presentation and not explained in detail. This is our A1 diagram, A2 diagram, and A3 diagram. The next part is theoretical basis for optimizing the process. Through a study of literature, I have come up with an overview of the theory of banking transaction process, a series of logical and sequential continuous activity organized based on the needs of customer and aimed at the economy benefits, work efficiency, and product quality. The classification of business process is divided into 3 main points. The first one is core process. It means the core process that can directly support the bank operation in a beneficial way. It mainly consists of providing service to customers and creating value. The core process is also the key to the overall service process. The second one is management process. Setting business objective for core process, providing guarantee and service for the smooth operation of core process. Management process therefore often involve planning, breaking down business objective, and setting the competitiveness and the responsibility of the respective departments in each step of process. The third one is support process, which means supporting and frequently of the core business process. This process is a separate process that is refined from the management process. This process provides human, financial, and material resource for the core process. The core process are supported to the maximum extent possible. Next, I present the principle of business process optimization. The first principle to follow the business process optimization is full integration of information technology. A large amount of customer information needs to be secured and made more efficient by means of information technology. In addition to this, the efficient use of information technology can also increase the bank competitiveness. The second principle is that the customer focus. The meaning of the principle is to focus on the needs of the customer and to provide an efficient and convenient service to the customer as the goal. This helps to increase customer loyalty to the bank, convert potential customer, and thus achieve profitability. The third principle is to return the process itself. Business process optimization needs to follow the principle of process before department. This is because department exists for process. With a complete business process, it is possible to organize the division of labor more efficiently. In order to analyze the problem in more depth, we use the 5W1H question method, which helps us to organize the logical relationship and come up with more reasonable solution. After thinking through the problem using the 5W1H, we have to consider why, what, who, where, when, how. Why do this? Is there a better way to do it? Is it necessary to do so? Are there other better achievements? Are there other better performers? Why is it here? And are there other more suitable place? Why do it at this time? Is there another more appropriate time? Are there other more appropriate methods? After thinking through the problem using the 5W1H methodology, the ECRS principles are then used to build process optimization solution. Eliminate, combine, rearrange, and simple. It eliminated worthless process, unnecessary investment, combine multiple process to increase efficiency, embodying the workflow to operate efficiently, reduce the cost of labor and the material resource, thus expanding the revenue space of the company and increasing profitability. The principle are the rationale for the solution we proposed later. Now, this part is solution to the problem.
There's something wrong with the PowerPoint. I can't. Okay. The problem one is that there is currently no control over temporary unauthorized accounts, and cases of fraud have been identified. The keyword of this problem is no control over temporary unauthorized accounts and fraud. I think there are two main reasons for this problem. The first one is authorized temporary accounts are stored in LADB and are not encrypted. In the event of, sorry. Okay. Let's continue. The first one is that unauthorized temporary accounts are stored in LADB and are not encrypted. In the event of a computer system failure or compromise, this account information would be a significant security risk. The second one is the account information stored in LADB is held by staff in the data processing and credit department. And at this stage, there is no way of supervising the staff, and therefore no guarantee that customer account information will not be compromised artificially. So I think the solution to problem one is to change the original step, which was to store the unapproved temporary account in the LADB, to unapproved temporary accounts will be saved in the branch system and set a password. And the credit officer will inform the customer to come to the branch with the password to check. So in this diagram, you can see we use the principle. We eliminate the original process, which is the output of the A2.3 back to the A2.2. We change it into the boundary arrow. This is and the benefit of this change. It makes it clear where unauthorized accounts are going, and documents are encrypted until the clients go to the branch to check. This makes it much less likely that criminals will steal the documents and the customer will be cheated without knowing it. Okay, the problem two is that from time to time, clients return to their branch to inquire about the progress of their application. Unfortunately, after the application forms leave the local branch, they are unable to track the progress of the application. This is especially problematic for those clients that fail the credit check. The keyword of this problem is they are able to track the progress of the application, and especially for those clients that fail the credit check. I think there are also two reasons for this problem. The first one is that throughout the operation of the service system, clients did not receive feedback from the bank. And the second one is that for unapproved accounts, branch staff are not informed of the whereabouts of the customer's temporary account from the head office department. For account verification, failure results can only be checked via LADB. The solution to problem two, I think there are two. The first one is that change the clerk to computer operator. You can see the A3 diagram. The mechanism of A3.3, we changed the clerk to the computer operator, and you can see in the A2.2, A3.2, A3.3, and A3.4. They have a same mechanism as the computer operator. I think the benefit of this change is reduce the staff access to information, and also save the manpower. And the second change is that when the operator ensures that the file transfer is complete and when new documents and cards are printed, I want to add some precise. It's also the output. Keep official records on the administration system. The management department sends the records in the administration system back to the branch in electronic file from every night. It can clearly show in the history diagram. You can see this arrow. This arrow. I added back to the A3.1. It's an output to make a formal record in the administration system for this app. And also the same as A3.6, I also add output to the A3.1. It's the same as the last one. So the administration system has many records, and it should a clerk to send the records in electronic file to the branch. So the benefit for this type, I think, for the customers, for the clients who have passed a credit check, they can go to the branch and see or consult what is going on there on with their account at the head office. And for those clients who fail the credit check, they are notified and go to the branch with a password, as we mentioned in the problem one. Okay, next, back to Jiayang.
Okay, let's talk about discussion and critical thinking. It still has the current defections remain. There's no guarantee that the computer system will not fail. And the second is there's still plenty of room for optimization of the overall process. But in order to save cost, connections must be made. 3. There are multiple departments with direct access to the customer account information and high risk of information leakage. 4. Information technology is not fully utilized, and account information needs to be transferred between multiple departments. What could be improved? I list 4 parts. The first one is consolidating of multiple sector of functions. 2. Reduce staff access to customer account information. 3. Development of web-based progress check. 4. Think more from the customer's point of view. This assignment analyzed the basic theoretical concept of a service operation system by studying the account opening process of ROP Bank. Learning to draw IDEF0 diagram to understand the logical connection and the step of the system process will be useful for us to study in the future on service innovation management. This is our literature reference. So thank you, everybody.